Hello, 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 wonderful people. Come on in. Come on in. Where are you watching me from? Come on in, come on in, come on in. While we are waiting for people to come in, let's just listen to the sound. Come on in, people. Come on in. Good morning, guys. All right. Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. Before I go ahead, let me check if my audio is good so I am not talking to myself. Sometimes you will just be doing videos and you never know, you might just be talking to yourself. Okay, so come on in, people. Where are you watching me from? Where are you watching me from? If my audio is good, please put one in the chat. If you can hear me really good, please put one in the chat. You can hear me. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, audio is fine. Come on in, guys. Come on in. Thank you for being here. My name is Femi, and you are understanding your power. Let me know if you can hear me very well. How is your weekend going? Hope you are having a wonderful day. How has your day been so far? So today we are talking about we have a lot to talk about. I was just walking gingerly. I was just walking on my own on social media and I saw something that made me like, huh? What is this? And it was, Halle Berry's ex-husband saying that he ended the marriage because she didn't cook and she didn't clean. And then I stumbled on another, and I'm wondering, why would he say that? So we're going to be looking at that. I also stumbled on an interview done where Teyana Taylor was talking about the satisfaction of walking away. We are going to be exploring all of that. And then we are also going to be looking at Davido and Chioma's white wedding. Although it is set to take place by, I think, 3 p.m. today, maybe instant time. I don't know what time it's going to take place. Maybe as we're on this live, it will just happen. It's still in the morning here, but we are going to be looking at what has happened so far, the pre-wedding party, the pre-wedding pictures, and all of that. So please stay tuned, and yeah, stay tuned. Stay tuned, guys. So let's go ahead and talk about the Davido's pre-wedding, shoots. It was beautiful. They had so much going on. I'm going to start from the things that I see on Instagram. But before we go into it, let me just give you a brief, introduction for those people that don't know or don't have that information. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. One brief moment. Where did this thing go to? Start. While they are closing and starting, okay, I'm going to be sharing this screen. So there we have it. We have wonderful pictures of Davido and Chioma for their pre-wedding. I know this is all over the place. This is everywhere. And this is beautiful. Ooh, these are their pre-wedding photos. Okay, this is beautiful. And I noticed she's even looking lighter. Or is it my face? Or, well, yeah, but above all, she's looking beautiful. She's looking really stunning. Look at that dress. OMG. Look at that dress. That dress is 1 in a million. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Don't they just look beautiful? Don't they just look stunning together? Don't they? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Don't these people just look beautiful? They've really come a long way. Both of them, they have come a long way. And, I missed everything. I don't know what to say, but I just wish them the best. And I hope for the best for both of them. I wish them a happy married life when the marriage happens or the wedding happens today. They've been married traditionally for, I think, for some time now. They've had their traditional wedding and they had their son Ifeanyi who passed on, and they later on had twins. And today they are going to be having their white wedding. Okay, so let's read the comments. What people are saying. Everybody loves it. Somebody said even with his busy schedule, he still made himself available for photo shoot. Why won't he make himself available for photo shoot? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? It's his wedding. He will make himself available for photo shoots. Are you okay? Hey, God. What did I just read? People are crazy. He will make himself available for photo shoots. He wants the wedding to end before it even started, or the marriage to end before it even started. Another person said, simple, elegant, and classy. Someone said stunning. Yeah, they are stunning. Another person said beautiful people. Of course, they are beautiful. Yes, blessings, blessings, blessings. God bless this union. Another person said, oh, more money good, I beg, still couple. Yeah, money is good, but the most important thing is way beyond money, right? Is above all the money. Money is good, no doubt. But love, respect, all that is even better. Okay? All that is better. Money, love, respect, everything, just everything combined together. Okay? Money helps love get better. But the foundation is key. if the foundation of whatever it is that you are doing is okay, then money will just add spice to the whole thing. There has to be compassion, there has to be understanding, there has to be respect. Respect. That one is like, if there's no respect, what are you doing there? Okay, there has to be consideration, there has to be trust. So money is not just everything. There has to be trust, there has to be empathy. There has to be empathy, meaning husband and wife, put yourselves in each other's shoes. What else? What else can we talk about? Love, good companionship, integrity. I know, or that the person, I don't know if he has changed, but at least for history, Davido's history, we know the things that we've heard. Okay. So, but we can only pray that, okay, now he's a changed person. He has decided, I am only going to stick with this woman. Okay. And we are happy for that. All right. And we hope that, everything goes well as planned. Okay. So money isn't everything. Money isn't everything. So for those people that don't know who Davido is a Nigerian superstar. His fiancée is Chioma Rowland. They hosted their pre-wedding party in Miami, Florida yesterday. Okay, and it was a star-studded event. The event marked another milestone. If you're watching, please do like, share, subscribe. If you're watching, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, go ahead and like. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your presence. All right, so it was a star-studded wedding, and it just marked another milestone of their relationship. To that was it for me. And they said the celebration took place at an exclusive beachfront venue in Miami. All right. They said the couples arrived in matching white outfits, with Chioma wearing a stunning designer gown. Oh boy, that gown, yes, it was beautiful. Was that gown beautiful? Yes, it was. Let's go and see other pictures. Let's go and see other pictures. All right. Let me make myself smaller so people can see better. Hey.
I don't know how we're going to come walk down the stairs. Let's go walk down the stairs. You want her up or him? I was telling them all I wanted it. That's what I was going to tell you. Yeah, no, you really don't know. Go for it. Go for it.
See that dress. See that dress. Ooh, see the white, the red bottom and the red under the skirt. Oh my God. Or is it a skirt or a gown? I love that. I love that so much. That's so beautiful. And there's just one thing I like is the way they play. Somebody said, OMG, I love how childlike he is. He's so easily likable. Interesting. Let's watch others. Okay. This is a lot of noise. Oh my God. But they look stunning. They look beautiful. Don't they look beautiful? Guys, let me know what your comments are in the comment section. Please do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Look at those. Oh, see that gown. Someone says, I love how childlike he is. He's easily likable. Another one says, my favorite, the most beautiful couple in Nigeria and beyond. Another one says, end of the year, I'll be doing this with the love of my life. Amen. To people who are looking forward to getting married again, for this. Look at the look. Look, you just know that these ones, they are friends, okay? They both look absolutely gorgeous. I just pray that, you know, we don't see drama. Okay, no more baby mamas. Hopefully, Davido is now changed. Okay. Someone says, if you have a lot to say but choose to be quiet and be happy for them, please stop here. Yeah, I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say because looking at the history, I'm questioning. But hey, I mean, as we say in Nigeria, to every malam his own kettle. Okay. So yeah, she's fine. They're both good together. Someone says, Chioma, stop losing weight. Slim does not fit her. Congratulations to them. Well, it is what she chose to do. I mean, she wanted to look slim for the wedding. So it could, I mean, it's a choice. If she likes it, who are we not to like it? Someone says, I beg, it's giving trying to add. All Chioma's outfit is not giving. Really? The white looks like a lingry and the black is giving shame. Are you serious? Why are people hating? Priscilla is still loading. There's no competition here. Nobody is competing with Priscilla. Nobody is competing with anybody. They are just enjoying their moment, right? Let's keep moving.
Yeah.
So, we got Madame. So,
do the look down at her again.
we got Madame.
Yeah, look at her. Good.
Let me shut down.
Good.
So I'm smiling. I like the way they play. Okay, but I just pray. I just pray that this marriage lasts. I pray that he's a changed man. I pray that, you know, no shenanigans, because this lady Chioma, she has given up so much to be with this man. Okay, someone said now he has written Chioma on his body and displayed it for you lots to see, because tomorrow you will claim you didn't know he is married. If you want to have anything with him, please don't come here ranting like you were forced into it. If he comes for you, tell him to go to his wife. And if you can't keep whatever happened between you both out of this, and if you can't keep whatever happened between you both out of this space, exactly what was on my mind. I just pray there are no more shenanigans, no more crazy behavior, because that one really hurts me. This lady has been through so much. She has been through so much for this man. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I like the way they play. I like their playfulness and everything. For the person who said the dress is not giving, it's not the dress that's important. What's important is what is being celebrated between both of them. Okay? It is what is being, whether they like, if they like, they want to wear t-shirts, if they want to be casual, that shouldn't, you see, we are too vain as a people. We are too vain. They said the dress is giving shame. For real? Whose business is it what the dress is giving? The most important thing is they have a good relationship and they are able to handle the marriage. All of this doesn't mean a thing. All right. So yeah, these are the pictures. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, he has shown us Chioma that he has written on his chest for everyone to see. Interesting. Somebody said when I saw their photos, I thought Davido was marrying someone else. Too much surgery is not good. Oh, you mean she looks like someone else? Interesting. People are so funny. People are so funny in the comment section. Like, see what people are saying. Really? I don't know if she did surgery, but if she did surgery, that's her own cup of tea. Chioma is set to win Guinness record for the most celebrated wife. Pride to breed this two couples tell Niger designer to design their clothes for them. Waiting be this way, both of them wear. Who cares what they have worn? Whose business is it? It is their pre-wedding shoots. And all we are supposed to be doing is to be happy for them. That's it. So those are their pictures. Those are the pictures. And I saw a post that caught my attention. Okay. Where people were bashing his baby mama. Let me see. Oh, okay. So this is before I even go there, this is the invite, the wedding invitation for today. It says, the Adelekes and Ejiofor family cordially invite you to the wedding ceremony of their children, Chioma Ejiofor and David Adeleke. Oh, she looks so slim at all. And it's happening today, August 10th, right? 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. On the dress code, they said is black and evening gown. And they said nobody should wear white and nobody should wear cream. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. So, and then let's see people's reaction about the dress code. Nobody should wear white and nobody should wear cream. Let's see. Guess back from wearing white or cream to Davido and Chioma's wedding. Very important to tell your guests what you want, especially on a big date such as your wedding. Spot on. Yeah. People like it. Somebody said, I like this. Someone says, as it should be. Today is just for David and his fabulous wife, Chioma. Another person said, yes, so make my fave and his wife shine bright alone today. Another one said, venue not announced. The hotel boss will take the guests to the venue. I love the planners for this event. Whatever. Another person said, even the accessible ones, not even sabi the venue. Haters. No matter what you do in this life, people will still hate on you. Like, no matter what you do, people will hate on you. It's just crazy. Okay, so we are still looking up to 3 p.m. I don't know what time zone they are in. I don't know what time. Let me even check. What time zone is Miami? I don't even know where the wedding is taking place. If it's happening in Miami, then okay, we are on the same time zone. So we are going to be waiting till 3 p.m. Okay, this is just 10:14 a.m. here in Maryland. So we are good. All right, so we'll be waiting till 3. But something else caught my attention after, all the wedding thing. We all know that Davido has 2 baby mamas. So one of the baby mamas, Sophia Momodu, she has been trolled and trolled and trolled. People have been trolling her. I'm like, why are people trolling her? Okay, so I don't know, maybe she said something. I don't know the backstory of this, but what I see is businesswoman Sophia Momodu replies a female fan who told her to go and marry. All right, so someone says, go and marry. Please learn from whiskey baby mama. You hardly see them post because they respect themselves. The thing is, people keep comparing people. You don't compare people. Whiskey baby mama is not Davido's baby mama. Sophia is different from other people. And she says, Sarah, I hope you, your family, and everyone you love go blind. Oh my God. Because how are you watching me when you don't like me? Please leave those women alone. Imagine thinking you can make me feel bad because my voice / platform is heavy. And she said, I am the price. Someone says here, but seriously, the hate on Sophia is too much. What did she even do to you all? Exactly. What has Sophia done to you people? Oh, what did she do to you guys? Like, the rate at which people dislike Davido's baby mama is cringy. people should learn to leave her alone. Okay? So she further says, honestly, if you don't like me and you are on any of my platforms watching every single thing I do, just go check yourself into a mental institution. Because how? Exactly. They have been crying all over my DMs all day because I didn't bleach my skin. Oh my goodness. Did you have to go there, Sophia? Did you have to go there? And you people even okay? Is it by force to be yellow with weird looking knuckles? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Why, Sophia? You shouldn't have said that. So this is Sophia. She said, forever grateful to my mom for threatening to disown me if I ever bleach my skin till this day. Because being dark skin is so delicious. That is what she has. Oh, your skin is so beautiful. So yeah, she's reacting to what people are saying. I don't know why people dislike her so much, because she said she doesn't trust Davido with her daughter, with her child. She doesn't trust that Davido and Chioma will take care of her child. And a lot of people came for her and all of that. My strong opinion is that she is allowed to have her own opinion about whatever it is. I mean, she's the mother of the child, and she's the one that has she's the caretaker. She's the one that has the legal status as the sole, she's able to make decisions. So please, people, leave her alone. All right, we have said a lot about Davido and Chioma. I'm gonna be moving on while we wait for the traditional for the white wedding. I am going to be moving on. All right. So, but the pre-party took place at a beach front. Let me just conclude on Davido and Chioma. Okay. So I wrote here, I said Davido and Chioma's relationship has been in the public eye for several years. The couple got engaged, like I said earlier, in 2019 and had a son together. Okay. But now I think they lost their son. They now have twins. And yeah, we are waiting. We are waiting. We are waiting. So we will move on to the next topic that I have slated for today. And what is that topic? We are going to be talking about Teyana Taylor. Okay. She spoke about her being, she said it's satisfactory to walk away. Do you agree? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Do you agree with Teyana saying that she was satisfied with walking away? Let's look at that. Let's look at that. I saw a video about that and I want to share that video. Okay.
It's nothing but silence. You have nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say.
How did you know
walk.
you had nothing left to say?
Because I love until I can't love no more. And I give until I can't give no more. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to leave. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to give up on. I have to be at my wit's end. You want to know why? It feels better. Yourself out of something is why you go back. Because now I was like, but what if? And maybe this could have been done differently.
Right.
Always exhaust all options. When you did all you can do, there's nothing else to say when you walk away.
Yes, ma'am.
When you finally get to a place where you're done, it's nothing but silence. You have nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say.
How did you know
walk.
you had nothing left to say?
Because I love until I can't love no more. And I give until I can't give no more. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to leave. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to give up on. I have to be at my wit's end. You want to know why? It feels better. When you force yourself out of something is why you go back. Because now I was like, but what if? And maybe this could have been done differently.
Right.
Always exhaust all options. When you did all you can do, there's nothing else to say when you walk away.
Mm.
When you finally get to a place where,
and that's right, she said, when you do everything that you can do, there is nothing else but to walk away. What do you guys think about that? She speaks about satisfaction. There's a satisfaction in you walking away when you have given all, you have given love, everything that you can. Okay? Some people said, oh, she's speaking truth. A lot of people love till I can't. It absolutely is more freeing to me. Another one says, yes, she's right. Okay? What? You do that when you're married and married only. I like that. Another person said, nobody ever understood me on this. She's absolutely right. At what point do you walk away? That's a good question for us to ask ourselves. Please hold on. Let's think about that. At what point do you walk away? At what point is it enough?
When you finally get to a place where,
at what point would you say you have given it your all? At what point do you say you have given it your all? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Okay? And we are just going to talk about it. What did I get from that? From what Teyana Taylor said. Okay? So this message I'm about to talk about, I'm titling it, walking away isn't weakness. It is actually wisdom. Okay? Walking away isn't weakness. Walking away isn't weakness. It is actually wisdom. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you agree? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Okay? You are welcome. Come on in, come on in. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think she's right? And do you think she's wrong? Okay? Let me know what your thoughts are. Come on in, people. Do you think Teyana is right for saying what she said? And for those people who did not hear correctly, I am going to go back and I'm going to play.
It's nothing but silence. You have nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say.
How did you know you had nothing left to say?
Because I love until I can't love no more. And I give until I can't give no more. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to leave. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to give up on. I have to be at my wit's end. You want to know why? It feels better. When you force yourself out of something is why you go back. Because now I was like, but what if? And maybe this could have been done differently.
Right.
Always exhaust all options. When you did all you can do, there's nothing else to say when you walk away.
Okay, what are your thoughts on that? That's a snippet from, a whole interview that she did. So let me know, what are your thoughts on what Teyana said about walking away? So that the message, what I'm about to talk about is inspired by what she said on deep satisfaction that comes when you bow out of a relationship, whatever the relationship is, I don't care. But Teyana Taylor is saying that there's a deep satisfaction that comes when you bow out after giving your best in whatever relationship it is. What are your thoughts in the comment section? Okay, so it was yesterday that I saw that clip that was shared by at Black Love's page, and it highlighted Teyana speaking about the power of walking away when you know that you have poured out your best. Okay, and the heart of a message, that message, there's a, She says there's a quiet grown woman peace. Or let me put it this way. What I heard in that message was there is a quiet grown woman peace that comes from living with your dignity intact, knowing fully well you live when you know that, okay, I have given it my all. I did no wrong. I have tried everything. I did my best to make sure that this relationship works. To me, what I see there is a quiet, grown woman peace that comes when you have done your all, when you can hit your chest and say, yes, I did my best, and then you are living with your dignity. Okay? Well, let's bring it back to how we can use this in real life, in career, in relationship, in marriages, in romance, in church groups, in business partnership, anywhere your peace has been paying the price. Let's talk about it. Why walking away can be the most loving decision you would ever make. It is the most loving decision you will ever make. Some people don't see it as that. You know, I have organized some challenges, some 3-day challenges for women where I talk about, leave to live. And a lot of them will look at me like, what is she saying? When I say leave to live, it is all about you living with your dignity intact. It is all about you saying, hey, I have done my best. I have given it my all. But a lot of people, they don't understand it. A lot of people don't understand it. Okay? Walking away can be the most loving decision you will ever make. Why? Because it honors your effort. When you've communicated, you've adjusted, you've apologized, you've tried again and again, and the situation still stabs your spirit. The situation is no longer serving your purpose. Living is a way of telling the truth about what's no longer working. A lot of people will be like, oh, why? Why would that be? No, it shouldn't be that way. I say, why not? When you leave something that is no longer serving you, when you leave a situation that stabs your spirit, what you are doing is that you are protecting your future. Staying past your season drains time. It drains your time. It's just a waste of time. It's a waste of your energy and your creativity. Why am I saying so? Because you need your time, you need your energy, you need your creativity for the next chapter that is calling you. So when you stay, you are betraying yourself. You keep staying even after you have done everything. You have given your all to the situation and you still continue to stay. You are betraying yourself, my sister. You are betraying yourself, my brother. Because I know it's not only women that are watching. You are betraying yourself. Okay? Every time you ignore your limit, you train yourself to tolerate the hurt. Every single time you stay, you betray yourself. And every act of self-betrayal is you ignoring your limit. And for every moment you ignore your limit, you train yourself to tolerate what hurts. So for me, what I would say to you today is exiting is you breaking that evil pattern of staying in something that depletes you. of you staying in something that takes away from you, something that does not add to you. Okay, I'm gonna play her video. I want you to listen to
All options. When you did all you can do, there's nothing else to say when you walk away. When you finally get to a place where you're done, it's nothing but silence. You have nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say.
How did you know
walk.
you had nothing left to say?
Because I love until I can't love no more. And I give until I can't give no more. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to leave. I don't force my way out of anything that I'm not ready to give up on. I have to be at my wit's end. You want to know why? It feels better. When you force yourself out of something is why you go back. Because now I was like, but what if? And maybe this could have been done differently.
Right.
All right, did you hear that? Okay. So, when you leave, you honor yourself. When you exit something that's no longer serving you, you are breaking that pattern. Okay? It's not about you quitting. It's not releasing. Now, when people quit, what they do is they run away from growth. So there are two different, things. Quitting is you running from growth. Releasing is choosing alignment after you have grown. Quitting is running away from growth, but releasing is you choosing alignment after you have grown. Exiting is not quitting. Let's get that clear, okay? I just wanted to let that out there, okay? Because a lot of people will be like, oh, what's the difference? I will repeat it again. Quitting is you running from growth, and releasing is you choosing alignment after you have grown. Okay, so I'm going to give us the I give my best checklist. If you can answer yes to most of this, then you can leave any relationship with a clean heart. Now, when I mean relationship, I don't only mean romantic relationship. I mean business relationships, friendship relationship, church relationships, family relationships as well. So I'm not just limiting it to one group or one set of people. Okay? Now, that's I wanted to say that. Okay? So the I gave, okay, I was talking about the I gave my best checklist. So what are those things? If you can answer these few questions, I'm not going to say questions, I'll say name them. If you were able to, one, get clarity of what was going on, say, I named the problem clearly, not just hints. I didn't just give silent treatment. I made sure that I named the problem clearly. That's one. What am I saying in essence? For you to lead, there are some few things that you need to have done. One, name the problem clearly. Okay. Number two, requests. You will say to yourself, I asked for what I needed specifically and kindly. So before you leave, number one, name the problem clearly. Number two, request for what you need specifically and kindly. Okay? Number three, adjustments. I tried reasonable changes. I tried reasonable schedules, boundaries, and expectations, but nothing still changed. I took responsibility for my part. Okay? That's you taking ownership. All right? So if you can do all of this, I sought support. I sought wise counsel. I looked for a mentor. I tried to get a therapist. I talked to an elderly person, a trusted elderly person. I tracked, another one is data. I tracked what actually changed over 30 to 90 days. I didn't just only track the problem or just the promises. I tracked what had changed, okay? Another one would be your peace check. My body still tightens around this situation. I don't feel safe. I don't feel seen, or I don't feel steady. If this list is mostly no, so the list I just gave you, if it is mostly no, then you need to start from there. And if it is mostly yes, then things still feel wrong. It is time for you to release. So when you say you have done your best, you need to ask yourself, what are the things that I did? Can I beat my chest to say that I have really tried in this situation? And if so, was I able to track the changes? Okay. Was I able to track the changes? And how do I feel physically being in this situation? Okay. And like I said, if most of what is on the list, your answer to them is a no, then you need to start from there first before you can decide to leave. All right. So, but then if most of it is yes, then it is time for you to release. Grow, release. Grow, release. You don't just quit, right? Give me 1 second, guys. All right. I'm sorry for all the distractions. So I want us to really understand the meaning, the difference between quit and release. I want us to know the difference because it is important. A lot of people would say, I've tried my best, and then they quit. So we need to know the difference. When you quit, you are being led by your emotions and you are being led by impulse. Okay? And this is often to avoid discomfort. You don't want to be uncomfortable. So you're like, ah! But there are a lot of unfinished lessons that you leave a trail of. And that's why she said, when you don't finish everything, you keep coming back because you have unfinished lessons. There's a lot of things that are unfinished that you need to handle. Okay? So when you quit, you are being led by your emotions and you are being led by impulse. And as you grow, there's a discomfort that will come with growth. When you quit at the point of discomfort, that means you do not want to grow. And you continue to leave room for unfinished business. But releasing is you being led by your values. It's a deliberate act. It's a deliberate act after you have tried, after sustained efforts. And this one preserves your dignity and puts your honor intact. When you release, you grow. I don't know who is listening to this or who needs to listen to this. When you release, you grow. Guys, when you release, you grow. You need to ask yourself, am I trying to run away from a lesson or am I trying to respect a limit? Am I trying to walk away from a lesson or am I trying to respect a limit? These are the things that you need to ask yourself. Sometimes it could be on a job, okay? Sometimes you ask yourself, okay, how am I going to release? It could be a job. For a job, you say to yourself, I have valued the experience here. After months of communicating my limits, my boundaries, and after putting in my all, the role still requires more that I can sustainably give. I am resigning, effective date, da 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 da. I will document processes and support a handover. These are ways that you use. And for a relationship, you say things like, I love you. I have tried to rebuild this with honesty and counseling. My needs for safety, consistency, and respect aren't being met. And I am choosing to step away. I wish you well. This is you communicating that you have given your all. Okay, I have tried this. I have tried this. I have tried building it back with honesty and counseling. But the needs, my needs, what I require, my needs for safety, my needs for consistency and respect, they are not being met. So therefore, I am choosing to step away. And I'm doing that. And even as I do that, I wish you well. The first one I told you was for your job. This one is for, a relationship. The next one we're going to be talking about is for a friendship. You will say things like, I have raised my concerns, but jokes at my expense and last minute cancellation. No. Let me look for the ones for friendship. Yeah, this is the one I put in for friendship. It says, I have raised my concerns about jokes at my expense and last minute cancellations. That's cancellation. Maybe they want to go out, they just can't come, Nothing's changed. I am taking distance to protect my peace. No hard feelings. This is just bad. Okay? You need to pin this kind of discussions, tweak the tone, and practice them out loud until your voice stops to shake. These are ways that you can, actually release. Okay? Another thing I want to talk about is the exit plan. Okay? Exit plan should be step by step, and you need to decide it in private. Don't negotiate your boundaries with the person who benefits from you having none. I repeat, don't negotiate your boundaries with the person who benefits from you having none. And this goes to a lot of women. You want to leave and you're telling him, I will leave you back. No. You don't say that. Or I must get a divorce. No. Decide what you want to do in private, because this person that you have decided to disengage from doesn't respect your boundaries. So don't negotiate your boundary with someone who doesn't respect your boundaries. Okay? You need to do it quietly. Secure your logistics. Get your money intact. Get a new job. If it's a housing, get childcare. Change your password. Change your key. Document, things that you need to document. Gather all your documents and any other essential thing that you need. And then you go ahead and choose your channel. In person, if safe, if you want to talk to them in person. Otherwise, you can put a written note or you can put a call through. Keep it brief, keep it short and simple. These are for the people who are releasing. Okay? State the boundary once. No long defense. Make sure it is clear and short, because clarity beats essay. Okay? Hold the line. You would expect to have pushbacks. You will expect to have love bombing. There will be a lot of guilt. There will be a lot of wanting to rewrite the history. Don't re-enter the debate. It doesn't make sense. It's also re-entering the debate is a waste of your energy. It's a waste of your time. Then the next thing you need to do will be to create a recovery space for yourself. Begin to unfollow. Begin to mute. Begin to return belongings. Then you begin to schedule therapy for yourself. Get sunlight. Eat well. Sleep. Exercise. Listen to your favorite music. Do the things that you love to do. Okay? Ritualize closure. Write a goodbye letter that you will not send. Write a goodbye letter that you will not send. Bless the lessons. You know, we go through things because we need to learn some lessons. All right? All those lessons that you have learned, bless them. Bless the lessons you have learned. Sit down and look at yourself and say, what did I learn from this whole thing? What have I learned from it? Okay? How is this? What did I learn? What am I taking along in my growth journey? And thank God for the lessons and release the rest. Release the mess. Learn the lessons and release the mess. A lot of people will be like, oh, what if they change after I leave? Yes, people will often reach for change when consequences land. Yes. Yes, people will definitely change because as you are learning, they are learning. We all are evolving. You can acknowledge progress without rescinding your boundaries. Yes, you can do that. They will come back and tell you, I have changed. Oh, I have changed. I am a good person. Tell them, I appreciate your effort, but I'm staying with my decision and I wish you well. Okay? Why? Because growth is allowed to happen on parallel roads. They are allowed to grow. You are allowed to grow. Okay? They are allowed to grow. You are also allowed to grow. A lot of times people will be like, oh, I have spent 10 years. I have spent 6 years here. I want to let you know that time invested doesn't equal the value that you have created. Ask yourself, if I found this today, okay, would I choose it? So the natural person wants to be like, oh, this is what I know. They want to stay in their familiar. This is what I know. I want to stay here. Because I have invested so much here. But the question you need to ask yourself that now that I know better, if I found this relationship today, would I want it? If your answer is no, you don't owe the past more of your future. I repeat, you don't owe the past more of your future. Yes, you will grieve it, okay? You will grieve what you've lost. Oh, when I walked out of my marriage, I cried because I had invested 11 years. But I came to realize that grief is part of courage. You can be relieved and heartbroken at the same time. I don't want you to mislabel grief as regret. No, grief is not regret. Grief simply means something mattered to you. And because it mattered so much, you are feeling the impact of letting it go. But you need to let it move through you so it doesn't harden you. Let the grief move through you so that you are not hardened. You see people, they be like, I will never do this again. I will never get married again. You are becoming hardened because you're not allowing the grief to move through you. Let it break you down and cry. You know, a lot of people don't want to do the ugly cry, but sometimes your soul needs that ugly cry so that your heart would not be hardened. Okay? You are very free to do the hardened cry, to do that cry. But above all, what I would say is you need to pray. Grieve, but take all your grievances to God. Pour out your heart to God. Tell him, God, I did my best. You know, at that point you are reflecting. Ask him, I did my best. Where was I wrong? Where did I go wrong? And if he tells you, this is where you went wrong, tell him, Father, forgive me. Where I was small, please grow me. Where I am tired, Lord, restore me. Lead me to the people and places that honor who you are making me. These are the prayers that would let you see yourself for who God really sees you as. Now I'm going to give you this assignment. And I hope you are able to do that. Okay? It's a 10-minute audit. List every place that you feel small. Every single place that you feel small. Start the top one. Start the top one. The one you really want to address. The one that's big for you. And write one sentence. Okay? For that situation. A one sentence need for that situation. All right? Another thing I want you to do is you will then go ahead and make a menu of 3 free, healthy comforts. Whether you want to go for a walk, whether you want to worship, or you want to listen to worship music, or you want to journal. I'm telling you this because these are the things that worked for me. When you do this, I call it the peace menu. What are the things that you want to do that will help you with peace? Okay, let's go back on it one more time. This assignment. I said list every place you feel small. Okay? Write a one sentence need for that situation. Make a menu of 3 free, healthy things. It could be walk, worship, journal, whatever it is. And do that daily. Okay? And then accountability is key. Text a trusted friend. A trusted friend. You know, like if I want to go back, if I start doubting, you need to tell that friend to remind you why you left in the first place, because it's very easy for you to want to go back to your comfort zone. All right? And then you can always say to yourself, I can love deeply without abandoning myself. I can love deeply without abandoning myself. My peace is not up for negotiation. Okay? You say things to yourself. Finishing well sometimes means ending well. You say to yourself things like, I live with dignity, not drama. I live with dignity, not drama. Okay? So these are some of the things that will help you. Now let's talk about, the red flags that usually means it's time for you to leave. 1, your needs are repeatedly minimized or mocked. Okay? Another red flag that will tell you that it's time for you to leave is when confusion is constant in your life. They keep shifting the goalpost. They keep shifting the goalpost. Confusion is constant. You don't even know what is real and what is not anymore. All right? So these are red flags that you need to know that you need to leave. And let me let you know that progress only happens when you are halfway out of the door. When I'm going to talk about that in another video. Another red flag that you need to leave is you begin to realize that your world shrinks. You begin to have fewer friends. You begin to have fewer hobbies. You lack confidence. You even lack money. You have become someone you don't recognize just because you want to survive in that relationship. I don't know who it is I'm talking to. If you are staying for now, sometimes timing isn't immediate. If you are still staying, yes, you can stay for now, but you need to plan. Sometimes timing isn't immediate while you prepare, okay? So why I'm saying timing isn't immediate, because not everybody can leave immediately. So while you prepare to leave, set one non-negotiable boundary this month. One. Like, I am not, what is that thing that you are not going to take this month? That is a boundary. Then you start saving money little by little. Start a freedom fund, even if it's $25 per week. Start it. Start a freedom fund, friends. Track behaviors. While you are still on your plan to leave, start tracking behaviors, not promises. And while you are still doing that, continue to build support bench. Look for mentors, look for therapists, look for two steady friends that can help you, that can support you along the way as you make all the different decisions that you make. Okay? So I'm going to leave us with these final words for this segment. When you have given your best, I want you to see living as leadership. It is not a scandal. It is stewardship. And like Teyana Taylor's message on discourse, it said, the real, what was that word she said? The real satisfaction is knowing you honored your effort. You told the truth. You chose peace on purpose. That, my friend, is grown. That is wise. And yes, that's you standing in your power. When you have given everything you to give and you decide to, it's you standing in your power. Thank you for watching this one. We will be going on a short break right back. All right, people, let us now move to what I want to talk about next. Let me share my next page. We are done talking about Teyana. Let's talk about Halle Berry. Halle Berry's fiance, ex, Halle Berry's ex-husband came up on. I saw something. Give me one moment. Let me look for what I saw before I go ahead. Where did I see that? Aha. Okay. He came up and said, "Hey, our marriage ended. That his marriage to Halle Berry ended because she didn't want to cook or clean." And I'm like, "Are you for real? Are you kidding me? What in the world is going on here? Are you kidding me? Your wedding ended because Halle Berry did not cook or clean." I'm going to be sharing the article that I saw, and after sharing that article, we are going to be talking about it. Okay, let me make myself smaller. So I'm just going to read the article, and then we'll get to talk about what I saw on that article. Guys, I find it interesting that he did that because she could not cook and clean. I thought it was only African. I would do one because of that. Okay, so I saw this. Says as that yesterday, Halle Berry's ex-husband, David Justice, admits questioning whether she was the woman he had kids with. Okay, so we go down and it says Halle Berry's ex-husband, David Justice, admitted that he questioned whether the Oscar winner was the woman he wanted to have kids with before their 1996 split. He says, "I was young and I had only honesty. I had only honestly been in one relationship before her. Okay. My knowledge and my understanding, my wisdom around relationships just wasn't vast." Justice, who is now 59, explained during an appearance on the All the Smoke podcast on August 7th, said, "So I am looking at my mom and I am a Midwest guy. So in my mind, I'm thinking a wife at that time should cook and clean." Number one error. He was comparing, he saw his mom, he saw all that his mom was doing, and he felt, "Oh, my wife must do that as well." Now, that's not the way you should think. The fact that your mother was able to do some things doesn't mean that all women are wired to do the same. Okay? So if you're a man watching me, you need to understand that not all women are wired to do some certain things. No matter how you teach some people, some things don't come natural to them. Okay? So yes, the fact that somebody is a woman does not mean that she's what would I call it? She's wired to cook. Okay, that's one big mistake that a lot of men do, and they need to stop doing. All right, let's keep reading. Close this. All right, and he went on. He said, "Then I'm thinking, okay, if we have kids, is this the woman I want to have kids with and build a family with?" At that time, as a young guy, she don't cook, don't clean, don't really seem like motherly. And then we start having issues. I'll say this, we never had any issues about any woman or any other man. Okay. So my question to him would be, if she doesn't cook and doesn't clean, how about you? What would you have done to help? Right? If you knew what could be done, why didn't you help? At that point, why didn't you help? Just me thinking aloud, okay? Berry, who is 58 and the former Major League Baseball star, got married on New Year's Day in 1993. According to the reports, the couple started dating when Berry saw Justice playing in an MTV celebrity baseball game and slipped a number to a reporter they both knew. Interesting. The couple's whirlwind marriage was constant fodder for the press in mid 1990s. Berry and Justice appeared in February 1996 Berry and Justice separated in February 1996 and ultimately finalized their divorce in June 1998. I'm not seeing clearly. In June 1987. All right, during his podcast appearance, the former World Series champion confessed that he had second thoughts about getting engaged to Berry. Shortly after she asked me to marry her, after knowing me for 5 months, I said okay because I couldn't say no. Da-da-da. That's why you don't ask a man to marry you. That's why you don't propose to a man. That is a no-no. You don't propose to a man. Okay, I said okay because I couldn't say no. Who is going to say no at that time? Justice recalled. I don't know if my heart was really into it. Wow. So he should not say she was not cleaning and she was not cooking. His heart was not even into the relationship. Okay? So I'm sure he was already looking for a way out even before the marriage started. But I didn't want to make her feel, oh, what did I say? He said, I said okay because I couldn't say no. Who is going to say no at that time? Note that. Then he said, I didn't know if my heart was really into it. So he wasn't really into the marriage. So that marriage was doomed even before it began. That marriage was doomed to fail even before it began. So what are we talking here? What are we even saying? The marriage was dead on arrival. The marriage was not, it wasn't going to work. So him coming out to say that the marriage ended because she wasn't cooking or cleaning, it's to me it's kind of petty. That's how I see it. I see that as very petty on his side to say that. All right, because he knew from the onset that his heart wasn't into it. He knew that he did not want to say yes to her proposal, but he just could not say no. Okay, I was just in the moment. Can you imagine? So she was all the while married to herself. So you see why you shouldn't propose to a guy. Why you shouldn't even be the one to ask him out in the first place, in my opinion. Justice acknowledged that his and Berry's relationship came at the worst possible time because both were building their careers, which meant they spent lots of time apart. We honestly probably could have made it if I knew about therapy. If we knew about therapy, we probably could have made it, he said. US Weekly had reached out to Berry's spokesperson for comment. Really? For comment. If I was the one, I wouldn't even comment. What are you commenting about? He has said what he has said, and he should move on with his life. Okay? Following a relationship with Justice, Berry was married to Eric Bennett between 2001 and 2005, and then to Oliver Martinez, with whom she shares a son, Monsieur Robert. And from 2013 to 2016, she welcomed daughter Nala Ariela during a 5-year relationship with Gabriel Aubrey, and has been with musician Van Hunt since 2020. Okay. Hunt revealed during a June 2025 appearance on NBC Today that he was still waiting for an answer after proposing to Berry. Oh, she's scared. The singer-songwriter was married once before and has a son, but has not publicly disclosed details of that relationship. Well, I have been married 3 times. She pointed out on today's Van has been married. We don't feel like we have to get married to validate our love in any way. I hope Vance is not hot. Okay, the actress added, but I think we will get married just because out of the people I have been married to, this is the person I should have married. Okay, and I feel like we should get married, but it's not because we feel like we have to. I think it's something that we would like to do just because we want that expression, right? Okay. Meanwhile, this justice that came out to say all those things, he said he has a second wife, Rebecca Villalobos, and they shared 3 children. So while that one is giving interviews, we see Halle Berry and Van Hunt on their vacation. Okay, on their vacation, and they're still enjoying life. But what am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because there are some lessons that we need to learn from what this David Justice has said. So there are some lessons we need to learn from their relationship. Now, the relation, let me see what's going on. It's up bigger. Okay. Okay, so there are some lessons that I believe that we need to learn from the relationship between these two. Okay, now the relationship between Halle Berry and David Justice offers valuable insight for this community. Now their story highlights, some important lessons about relationship, about communication, and also about personal growth that can help us all, each and every one of us, navigate our paths with greater awareness. One, clear communication of expectations is essential. Okay, we hear Justice saying that he had traditional expectations versus Berry's career-focused lifestyle. There were two different things, and that underscores the importance of openly discussing your relationship expectations from the beginning. He should have discussed with her, because he said something. He said he was looking at his mother and he felt that every woman should be wired like that. But he got the shocker of his life when the person he got married to wouldn't cook and wouldn't clean. So what am I saying in essence? When we stand in our power, we must clearly articulate our needs, our values, and our vision for partnership, rather than assuming that our partners will automatically share our perspective. Maybe if he had spoken to her about it before they got married, she would have thought twice and be like, okay, I don't know if I want to be in this relationship, right? Okay. Another thing we can learn from here is rushing major life decisions can actually lead to misalignment. You heard that he said that she proposed to him after 4 or 5 months of them being in a relationship. That quick engagement after 5 months of dating tells us that we need to be mindful of the pace of relationship milestone. Some people it can work, but for some people it won't. And we need to understand that true empowerment comes from making decisions that honor our authentic timeline rather than rushing to meet external or emotional pressures. The dude wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. And he wanted to say no. But because of emotional pressures, he felt like, oh, if I tell her no, she will feel bad. Oh, something. Da, 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 da. So, yeah, that was a mistake on his part. All right, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. We need to truly take time to know our partners, because that would create for us a stronger foundation. And again, another thing I see here is that growth requires you challenging traditional mindsets. The guy already said he had traditional Midwestern expectations that influenced his view of marriage. Okay? And that tells me that unexamined beliefs can really impact relationships negatively. And for you to stand in your power, it means that you need to be willing to question limiting beliefs about gender roles, about relationship dynamics. You need to allow for partnerships based on mutual respect rather than based on rigid expectations. Okay? And I like the fact that he said they could have made it. He recognized, he said they could have made it if he knew about therapy at the time. Professional help can actually bridge understanding gaps sometimes. Perhaps the most poignant lesson that this man reflected is the one that therapy might have saved their marriage. This acknowledgement should remind us that seeking support is not a sign of weakness, but rather a powerful choice. We need to understand that professional guidance can provide tools for understanding and connection that we all need. And we need, but we may not discover on our own. Okay? So, yeah. Another thing I learned here is that your career and your relationship balance, the balance between your career and your relationship requires intentional effort. Now, that challenge that they faced with, at the time, Berry's demanding career schedule, that challenge highlights the need for intentional relationship maintenance. Whether you are pursuing ambition or your ambition goals or whatever, you standing in your power means neither sacrificing your dream for a relationship nor neglecting your relationship for career success, but you finding sustainable ways to nurture both and balance. And what I see between both of them is that they were not matured and they did not have experience. You see, Justice, he said his limited relationship experience prior to marrying Berry, made him do a lot of things. That reminds us that self-awareness about our relationship readiness is crucial. You need to know whether you are ready or not, whether you are matured enough or not. You standing in your power includes honest assessment of your emotional maturity and of your relationship skills before committing to any partner. And I also believe that perspectives and reflections change with time. Or I would say perspectives change with time of reflection. Whichever one. Why am I saying so? Because we see here that Justice is able to look back and reflect on their relationship with greater clarity after many, many years. That tells me how time and distance can foster wisdom. It will foster wisdom not for you to go back, but for you to learn from and for you to apply going forward. So with this, I'm saying let's be encouraged to view relationship challenges as opportunities for growth and as opportunities for learning, even when they don't result in the outcome we initially hoped for. All right? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section about this. But I'm going to leave us with this today. What am I leaving us with? Just continue to stand in your power, whether you are currently in a relationship or reflecting on past connections. All that we have talked about can guide you towards more fulfilling partnerships that are aligned with your highest value and that are also aligned with your authentic self. I want you to remember that standing in your power doesn't mean you avoiding mistakes or challenges. It means approaching them with consciousness and using every experience as a fuel for your continued growth and evolution. And remember, for growth to happen, you must have a growth mindset and you must be open-minded. Thank you for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to watch the next video. Make sure you watch the next video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Bye-bye. Bye. Uh-oh. I've not ended the line. End now.